She's been on vacation the whole time. So maybe
We're
bouncing
gonna
around.
make
I'm
love. Let's make love.
I mean, I might start right there actually instead.
That's how the song goes, right? I can't think of it.
I mean, which song are you talking about?
The
Al Green or Marvin
yeah,
Gaye?
no, Al Green.
I think you're thinking about Marvin Gaye. Let's
Maybe
get
I'm.
it on.
Oh yeah,
Not-
let's get it on. That's what I was trying to sing. Oh my God! Hey everybody, it's the Brightside with Mikey and Rachel. I'm Rachel,
I'm Mikey.
and this is a podcast where we talk about Lindy Hop, our opinions, and basically anything else we want to talk about.
Yeah, especially that last line right there. So, how's your last 24 hours, Rachel?
Well, it's November 9th, the day after the U.S. presidential election. And, it's been tough. It's been challenging.
Tough. Yeah, it's been tough, and we spent some time talking before we jumped on here and started recording, but we're gonna continue that conversation here. So, if you came here today looking for Lindy Hop advice, well, first off,
First of all, we don't give advice.
we don't give advice. How dare you? We give our opinions, which we never said were right.
We don't have knowledge, you guys. Look, okay, no one ever said that we were smart people.
No. I mean, I've never said that to you, and I don't think you've ever said that to me. So,
I mean, I think I'm smart, but it's hard to say about you. Sorry.
I mean, no, that's obvious. Everyone knows that.
That's obvious.
But we did sort of promise that you might kind of laugh at some point during our
It's
hour-long sessions. So it's
So
good.
we'll tell a joke.
Yeah, we'll tell a joke, tell a little fart joke every once in a while. But yeah, so we're here, and obviously, if you haven't heard the news, you've been living under a rock or a couch, or just not with the internet. With some people I know in the Lindy Hop scene, that might actually be a thing. But yeah, so
How are you
we
feeling?
I'm feeling very like up and down. Like right now, I feel a little bit up because I've been talking to you about it. Like, because
And
I
I'm
feel like
awesome.
I've been able to. You are awesome. You are definitely awesome. It's been nice to like say it out loud because I've been stuck. I like secluded myself in my house in Madrid, and I'm just like, I don't want to see anything. I've just been like looking on Facebook, listening to CNN.
Yeah.
And I can definitely tell in our group of friends on Facebook, I think it's about the same thing. And say if I'm wrong, but I feel like everyone is showing signs of just shock, like
Yeah.
stress and shock.
There's a lot of anxiety right now, I think. Like everyone in my news feed was talking about feeling embarrassed for our country, feeling really upset, crying all morning, staying home from work. And then I had like two people who had voted for Trump. And one of them was like, thanks for not defriending me for our difference in opinions.
Did they write to you?
No, not to me personally. It was like their
Oh,
status.
just out loud. Well, the thing is, and I think a lot of people have been saying this. Well, two things. First is it's good. Like we talked about this before as well, and I just want to reiterate that like I think it's good that people are talking about it and people are getting their stress out, because I have a feeling a lot of us had this idea and had this emotion of like, like what if he wins? Like what if he does win?
Yeah.
What then? But like we never wanted to say it out loud because it's like, like saying Bloody Mary in the mirror. Like, it's not going to happen, but you're still not going to do it in the mirror no matter what.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a little bit of that. And now everyone all together at once is saying all the feelings and being like, oh my God, and just commiserating together. So
Yeah, I definitely, God, ever since he announced that he was running for president, I was afraid that he was going to actually win. Just because he's one of those people who has so much pride that if he says he's going to do something, he can't fail.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
and so he's going to
I mean,
do whatever it takes to win.
Right. I mean, even if he did fail, like if he he didn't get the nomination in the first place or get elected now, like I feel like he would have spun it in some way of like, I didn't fail, like I did this. Like I guess that's a sign of like a, I don't know, determined person or a, you know, utter complete douchebag. But like either way, it's just one of those things that like this is our reality now, and it's, I'm not gonna say like, hey, put up with it, but no, like I would love to talk about a little bit about as how a Lindy Hop community, as close as we all are, like what we can do to like go against like all these feelings of hate and feelings of anger. And I mean, again, like if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling any kind of emotion that is just like extreme right now, go ahead and let yourself feel it. Like I was telling you, like I was telling you, Rachel, like you were saying, like today feels like a donut day.
Oh yeah, you guys, I got on the computer and I opened up Pinterest and there was like some pictures of these like holiday scones, and I was like, man, I could really use a walk over to California Donuts right now and buy one of those apple fritters, because good God, they are delicious.
Do it. And I was telling Rachel, I was like, do it. Go down there. And you're like, it's like, it's not that far. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Put the headset on and like go listen to a podcast and like walk down there, get some vitamin D, you know, get some blood going, and then get like a lot of sugar. And then by the time you get back home, you'll feel super great. And then you could take a really good nap and then wake up to the world again.
Oh, jeez. I mean, here's the thing is like, we don't know what's going to happen. Things could get a lot worse. Things could stay the same.
Yeah.
I think like whatever does happen, we need to realize like we as a country need to figure out how to work together. I think a lot of people who voted for Hillary or didn't vote for Trump are afraid of Republicans. And it sounds like it's the same on the opposite side. Like a lot of Republicans are afraid of Hillary and they're afraid of liberals. And we need to figure out why there's so much fear and how we can overcome that so we can start working together again, because what's going on right now is not working. And like, exactly. I'm no politician and I'm not good at politics, so I don't know the answer to that. But what I do know is that what we're doing right now is not working.
I mean, you don't have, I feel like you don't have to be any good at politics to understand. I mean, you could basically see it from the numbers. Like as I watch CNN.com, like it's basically saying half of the people that voted for Trump and half the people that voted for Hillary. And that basically comes down to like
race.
It's like
tight.
It's literally like 60 million on one side and 60 million on the other. I think there's like 200,000 people, but like when you think of like 60 million, like that's not a lot of people. So it just shows that there's a clear divide between the people's ways of thinking. And here's where I think everybody is afraid of, is because Trump used fear so much, and like he's not the first one to do it. And I'm not drawing parallels to anybody in history. I'm just saying in general, people do this all the time. Use fear as a device to make people do what they want. Yeah. Yeah. Or get them so riled up that it doesn't matter. They just point them in a direction and tell them to go, and they do it. Like he just and when people, the thing about it for me is that when I keep hearing like other Republicans say like he just knew what to say to the right people, and I'm like, you're just saying he knew how to manipulate people. Yeah. Like that's what I keep hearing, and maybe that's complete false, but like at the same time, like that's why I feel so sad. I'm just like, oh, it just feels so hurtful that all my fellow Americans, or like half of the people that did this, like it just feels, I don't know, like it's like almost like the trust is gone too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole, like, both candidates did not have a lot going for them. And I read in the New Yorker this morning that a lot of people voted for Trump not because they necessarily agree with anything he says, but because they dislike Hillary so much. Yeah. It's not about Trump, it's about Hillary, and people don't like her. And like I totally get it, 'cause I totally get it, 'cause I don't love her myself, but But it is scary that people are willing to put someone in office who is immoral and rude and scary and who is a liar just to oppose someone like Hillary. Although, a lot of people think that she's equally bad.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, it could be twisted so many different ways. So, like, the thing is, for me, like, what I like to focus on is the idea of, like, what do I see in front of me? I see a person that has spent their entire adult life and probably actually some of their teenage life in public service, or learning about public service, or doing things because they thought it was right to help the public. I mean, that Samantha Bee, like, roundup of, like, 7 minutes of, like, the history of Hillary is incredible. Like, the things she did so that because she felt like, okay, well, I want to run for office. Okay. The first step didn't go so well. So instead of doing that, I'm going to help someone else run for office. And then, oh, they don't like me. Well, okay, I'll change because I want to make them feel good about having this person in office, or I want to help out as much as possible. And I'll play the part of the good housewife / first lady, and just, like, bide my time and do all the things that you think I should do, but also at the same time doing the things I want to do. And I don't know, something about that is just like it speaks a lot to me. Because of my family. I feel like it's because of my family background, and I think you've seen my family before, right?
I've met your mom.
Exactly. I mean, my mom, imagine, like, 5 of her, and, like, that's the matriarchy. I don't know what I fucking female presence in my family, and it is very strong. It is very independent. They're all self-made women, and they all run their own businesses, and such a role model for me in my life. Every single one of them. I mean, they're all crazy, but but the thing is, for me, is, like, that strikes a chord for me, and I see that same thing, that drive, that, like, nothing is going to stop me to get to my goal. And I see it in my family, and I see it in Hillary, and it may be just because they're women, but you know what? Why not? Like, that is a difference too. Like, it is a different life to live as a woman than it is to live as a man. So, like, if people are looking for something different, I mean, this is the election, man.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Whoa, man.
Whoa, man. But yeah,
these are definitely times where I think about, like, what if everybody was a Lindy Hopper? That idealization that Lindy Hoppers are so, like, kumbaya, let's bring the peace and love together and share the happiness and joy and love of this awesome dance, But
in many ways, I feel like that is the idea. That is the idea of, like, what happened in this election, especially, like, as Americans. Like, I feel like I've said this before, and I still think it's true. Like, the goal of being a Lindy Hopper, like, one of many, and anybody can choose a different one, but I feel like the goal as a Lindy Hopper is to have that awesome dance.
Yeah.
And to have that awesome dance, I mean, you could do whatever you want all day long by yourself, but, like, you're always going to be dependent on someone else, a partner. So, like, for me, it's like as an American, it's like we're looking for that golden life. We're looking for that good life, but we can't do this alone. We have to do it together. And saying what you said before, like, we just have to do this together. Like, there's no way that, like, just Democrats or just Republicans or just whatever political stance you take, like, we have to do this together because we all have the same thing in mind, is living a good life.
Yeah. I think you could even break it down further, like, the reason that most Lindy Hoppers dance is for joy. The dance is a celebratory dance, and there is nothing quite like having a really awesome swing out with your partner.
Mm-hmm. No, there's nothing
that emits so much joy out of so many people.
I mean, it goes back to what Dawn said, God bless her soul for I mean, I could just see her on Facebook now already saying, it's like, look, teach all the politicians in the world, all the world leaders, to Lindy Hop, and I think it'll just end all world, all it'll end the whole world. No, but it'll end all like conflict, because like for some reason, like when you dance, you have such a big fucking energy burst and adrenaline and everything good about living comes out when you swing out so good.
Yeah. Can't you see Obama dancing? I could.
Oh,
see
hell
him.
yeah.
I could totally see him being a Lindy Hopper.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, like, it'd be so...
He wouldn't be a great Lindy Hopper, but he would kill it on the floor.
The thing about it, like, we've all seen him dance. We all know he can groove.
Yeah.
Right? So just, like, teach him a quick 8-count step, whatever. Got it. Fuck. No, I want to see him Charleston. I want to see him Charleston. Him and Michelle just doing the Charleston and just kicking it and just killing it. Like, I think, honestly, if I ever got a chance, like, that's what I would do.
I got to teach the mayor of Albuquerque once how to swing dance.
Was it like on TV or something, or was it just for fun?
No, it was. He was having every year he had like a mayoral ball, and
like you do,
and he was bringing out his favorite band, the Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
No.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And he contacted me for private lessons, and he was actually extremely difficult to teach because he was super ADD. He was like, I couldn't even finish an entire sentence without him interrupting me. It was bad.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
But then we got to go dance at the ball and be like floor warmers.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah,
fun.
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, got to dance to Cherry Poppin' Daddies to live music. That's like, they are totally not what I thought they were going to be, but
yeah.
They're good at what they do.
Yeah, they're a fun party band. They're fun to look at.
Party band.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like if you met Obama, I think I would be so humble and so like grateful and so in awe of the person, not just because of being president or anything, just as the way he handled himself in the last 8 years, I think I really like and I look up to, and then I would go like, you want to learn the Charleston? Like I just like that's be the quickest thing to learn as fast as possible, and then like make him look good doing it.
Man, if I met him, I would just be like, my man Obama, what up? You my man. Let's do some dancing.
And he'd be like, Rachel, I like your enthusiasm, and I think this is something you should keep in all your life.
That's totally what would happen.
Been working on my Obama impression. I'm not going to use it for very long.
Good job.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. SNL, if you're looking, don't look at me. But yeah, I think as Lindy Hoppers, like this affects us so much. I mean, as a worldwide community and subculture, that doesn't really like need any country lines. Like it's not a European thing, it's not an American thing. It's a worldly thing now. It's everywhere. Yeah. And as a subculture, we can kind of be this. We can take our favorite things from other cultures and kind of put it together. And I feel like that's what we did. And we took the best parts of like what we consider like the American idea of like being independent and going out there and making a goal for yourself and creating something and building something and adding to the community, adding to the whole structure of this experiment, And I feel
go ahead.
Well, I just feel as Lindy Hoppers, like in a subculture, we can create something. We can be a part of this world and we can be a mirror of it or whatever, but we can do things that are maybe better and we can treat each other better. Like just in one simple thing, like if you go to a concert or a club or whatever and you're trying to make your way from one part of the floor to the other, like good luck anywhere else, because like no one's going to move for you. No one's going to say, excuse me. No one's going to say, oops, sorry, even if it wasn't their fault or whatever. But in the Lindy Hop community, everywhere I go around the world, you can expect that. They'll try to move for you. They'll try to move for you. Even if they're dancing, they'll try to move for you. We'll try to make our way from one part of the dance floor to another part. And people, and if they hit you and it's not even their fault, oops, sorry, or oh, thank you, or excuse me. It's like the best parts of like what all of our parents ever told us to be to each other. like
Yeah.
actually happen in Lindy Hop scene. And that's what makes me so like protective about it, is like I know we're good, but I know we can do better as well. So
Yeah, we're a good community, and I think this is a really good time to band together and use the best parts of our community to spread the love
yeah.
to
We're-
everyone in the
to
world.
everyone.
Like we need
To
to make the
everyone.
we need to make the world a better place, and we can do that as Lindy Hoppers, with the love and joy that we spread to each other.
Yeah, I think the idea of a scene leader is often used in the sense of a local ideal, like
Yeah.
in Orange County or Albuquerque or just in somewhere in Florida. Which, by the way, Florida, what the fuck? So
I don't know.
I saw this meme. Sorry, let's deter for just a second. I saw this meme today that was like Bugs Bunny cutting on the ground, and then it like zoomed out onto a map, and then it was Florida just floating away from the United States.
My coworker is from Orlando, and she had just gone home to visit her family.
Uh-huh,
She said that every other house had a Trump sign.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But so yeah, in the sense of like Lindy Hop, we'll pause right here, Mikey. We're pausing. It's okay. Handle what you need to handle.
My microphone, or not my microphone, my headphone cord is short, and I rolled away a little bit, and the recorder just fell right off of the desk, and I caught it on my foot, and then was able to pick it up and put it back on the desk. It was
You fucking dummy.
I am sweating. I was like, oh shit, Brendan's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
Okay, but check. Is it still recording? Still recording?
It's totally recording.
Okay,
It is good.
Just want to make sure. So maybe I'll leave this in. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. So back into it.
Yeah.
So as Lindy Hoppers, I feel like we could do a better job. Like we're all doing such a good job, but like the thing is like things that happen in the real world still everywhere else in the world still happen in our community.
Yeah.
And because we're so tight knit, and we really are, I feel like we can do better. And the idea of a scene leader is often used in the sense of like a smaller case, like local scene leaders. But really, I consider you a scene leader because you've been dancing in this dance for a long time. I consider myself a scene leader because I've been dancing in this thing a long time. You're a teacher. I'm a teacher. We've been teachers at some point in our life. Like I consider that being a scene leader. I mean, I'm adverse to saying role model unless I really, really mean it. Like I really think my mom is like a role model to me.
Yeah.
But like I would never consider myself a role model to other Lindy Hoppers. But the thing is I can say I'm a scene leader.
Yeah.
And I can feel a little bit more stronger about that. And I feel more confident about that. And I feel if everybody takes that into consideration, is if they've been in a scene as in the Lindy Hop community as a whole, then you can take some charge in it and be a good example, or help your fellow Lindy Hoppers be cool. Like in the sense of if someone's being manipulative, if someone is being really belligerently drunk or like just horrible, don't turn away. Like go do something. Go tell somebody if you're not feeling in the position to do something, or instead go up to that person and see if they need some help.
Yeah. I mean, I would also encourage anybody who is a part of the Lindy Hop scene to have the agency to do their own part. Like we are a community, and everybody needs to do their part to make the community better, to make our world better.
And just I mean, that's perfect because that's what you were saying earlier in the sense of like it can't just be one of us. It has to be all of us. We need each other to do this. We need each other to do this. And with the whole idea of like, especially now as rape culture becomes more evident in everyday life, it is gonna be bigger in our Lindy Hop life. It's a shame and it's horrible, and I really don't like talking about it, but at the same time, like it needs to be talked about. It can't be hidden in the shadows anymore. It can't be able to we can't create the environment to have that happen anymore. So for me, I know I'm not a perfect person, and I know I have a lot of faults to work on. But the thing is one of the things that I feel can help me is that I'm a scene leader in this family of Lindy Hoppers that I love so much and that I want to see succeed, not just in the dance floor, but as people. And I am for one willing to take up like a feeling of like, I want to help out everybody. I want to be that person. So what I'm saying right here to everybody that's listening is that if you see something and you don't know who to talk to and you know that I'm there, I am always there to listen. I will listen to you. I will hear you out. I will help you out as much as I can. And I'll use whatever status that I'm given just because I've been dancing this long. Fine. If you're going to give it to me, then I'm going to use it for something good. And I'm going to use it as like basically karma and give it back to everybody else and be like, I am here to listen to you. I'm here to help you, whatever you need. But that also to say, again, I'm just a human being. I may fuck up in the future. So if I'm fucking up, please by all, you have my authority to tell me, hey, Mikey, stop being a dick. Okay, you got it.
Okay. Should we move on to the question of the day of the week?
I think we should. I mean, like, do you want to say anything else, or you feel like you're good for now?
I feel like I'm good. I mean, I feel the same way. Like, if anybody ever wants to use me as a resource to talk to so that I can help them in any way, like I am totally that person that you can come to. I don't want people to feel obligated. I don't want to be like, I'm the hero. But if you need someone to talk to, I'm totally there as well.
Yeah. And I think that's powerful for people who come to the Lindy Hop scene, because the one thing we all have in common is that we're a little bit awkward.
Oh, totally.
Or socially awkward, or whatever you want to put in front of it, but like we're just a little awkward. And sometimes things is another way to think about it is like we never felt power before. We never felt empowered. So what I'm trying to tell everybody is that this is our way of saying we're here to empower you. Yeah. We're here to listen to you. We're here to not just tell you stupid jokes through a microphone and then on iTunes and SoundCloud, but we're here to, because we actually do love you guys. We love the idea of being a part of a big community that is all around the world, that I'm able to go around and basically feel safe.
Totally.
And I want other people to feel that as well.
Totally.
So yeah. So let's move on to the question of the day.
Let's do it. It's from Jeff Liu-Leyco in New York City. Hope you're listening, Jeff.
God, I love that guy.
Jeff just got a new cat. It's black and white, and his name is Earl. And I have a black and white cat named Earl. His cat looks like my cat Charlie, but his name is Earl, like my
I
cat,
smell a play date.
Play date coming up soon. We'll have to FaceTime because we live on opposite sides of the country.
That works. Cats can see through screens. They see through souls. So
Jeff has a very good question, which I think is super fitting for today, which is, which superhero would be the best Lindy Hopper?
This is so good. Okay, so first off, obvious choice, Black Panther.
I don't know Black Panther.
I mean, he's new in the sense of like everybody knowing him.
Okay.
But I mean like yeah, he's a black guy. But also, he's a black guy that's like super intelligent and in touch with his emotions, which is the two things you need as a good dancer.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, he can wear a suit, a very, very beautiful suit. And
hello.
I think he would make one of the better ones. I think another guy that would be good, of course, would be probably Captain America, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he's like a little too.
I mean, like if we were to put it another way, what if we said like what Lindy Hoppers would make best superheroes? Like that'd be like the Nick Williams. Let's be honest, like Captain America right there, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but Nick has a better personality than Captain America.
Shots been fired.
I'm biased against Captain America because I think he's dull and boring and
he kind
of is a little old-fashioned. And his whole character line is boring.
Keep going. Tell me the truth. Tell me some more.
But that is all the truth. That's all the truth I have.
Okay, because I just know we last time I brought it up Captain America when we were just chatting when we were recording.
And
You were like,
"Ugh,
you're like
Captain America.
yeah,
guy
and
sucks."
I was like, you're not wrong. So I don't feel like fighting you. I just want to say that that's the point of him. Like,
He's dumb though. Like,
Yeah.
why is he like the leader of the Avengers?
because like that's what he was made for.
Oh, but that's
He
garbage.
was it is kind of garbage. Like it's meant to be an ideal put into a person, which is like that's it. The ideal is do good and lead people and do good, and that's it.
The American hero.
Basically, I mean, that is the truth. I mean, it's very hard to humanize him. It's like the same thing that happens to Superman.
Plus,
It's very hard to like relate with him because it's like that
Yeah.
person could do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're literally a god, and they probably will never die. And you know, I can't relate with that person. So it's just an idea put into skin.
but
you know?
at least the Superman movies were good, and like Christopher Reeves was good. Chris Evans isn't even good. He's not good at acting.
here's
and
the thing.
the writing for his character is not good.
I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect because the only thing between him and Superman is that Superman has that secret identity where Clark Kent like is that person. So like he can play that humanized character. So we don't really relate with Superman, but we relate with Clark Kent. So that's what makes it kind of good. It's a dual role.
Clarky.
What?
Clarky.
Oh my God, you're so weird.
Hey, Clarky.
I don't know what you're doing. You're scaring me.
Hey, stud.
You're getting this weird thing in your eye.
Oh, Clarky Barky Boo. I
Okay.
love you.
No, I don't want any more. No, I
haven't
can't look.
gotten
I
to
can't look at the
say-
screen.
I haven't
can't look at
gotten
the
to
screen.
say any of the superheroes who I think would be good.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
Okay.
let's continue this.
my turn.
Who else? Who else would be good?
You know the mom from The Incredibles?
Oh my God, you're a fucking genius.
You know, because she's all
Yeah.
stretchy.
Yeah, Elastic Girl.
She's Elastigirl. That's exactly. Yes. Think about doing a swing out with her.
Oh
Just
my
think
God.
about it. It could go for miles. Think about that one.
The stretch on her frame.
That'll keep you up at night, huh?
Hi-oh.
Hey-o.
But no, that is perfect. That is good. Also, she's like strong and independent and like runs her household and like 3 superhuman babies. So she's got the stamina to go to like, you know, 260 song per minute, you know.
Exactly.
Beat per minute.
As well as her son, who like runs super fast.
Like a Dash.
Dash. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I can't think of character names.
I know
I've
all
got-
of
my
them.
mind's on donuts. Really focused on the donuts inside my head.
But yeah, no, it's true. And then his son Dash, like, he can hit all the speeds and be like, no problem.
So good.
I figure more though he would be good Balboa.
Oh yeah. He'd be good
all
at
that
Balboa.
footwork,
Yeah.
all the footwork. But like, who else? Let's stay like let's go female superheroes. Wonder Woman. You kidding me? She'd be a lead.
Obviously.
She'd be a lead, and she'd kick some ass like
Yeah.
big time.
She'd slay.
Oh, she'd slay. Hardcore.
I know she's not a superhero per se, but Catwoman I think would be really good at doing some air.
Oh yeah, fully.
She's like
fully.
super
She's an
bendy
acrobat.
and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, anything a cat can do. Like you were telling me, like was it Earl or was it Charlie that was being all cat parkour earlier?
Oh,
earlier
Earl.
today?
Earl loves the cat parkour, you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
I mean, could you imagine like Catwoman like swinging like the old ILHC place with the big chandelier,
Yeah.
like doing shit up in
Exactly.
there? Yeah, awesome.
Exactly.
Let's see what other woman. I mean, in the same sense, like Black Widow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Widow, I think would be really good. Like it'd be deceived because she's a spy, so she'd
Yeah.
be both lead and follow.
I could
she
also
would-
see her being like an old school groove dancer.
Okay, why? I need to hear this. Like, I can see Black Widow in
don't know.
in the alien pants already.
Because she just kind of has that like slow, sultry movement about her.
Yeah. That'd be good. I mean, like in that sense, maybe she's a solo blues dancer.
Oh yeah, she could be that too. She could
I don't
be
know if you
that
know.
too.
This is a deep cut because this is where I was going to go with this one. Another solo blues dancer would be Raven. I don't know if you know who that is.
Is that
Probably
X-Men?
That's part of the Teen Titans. It's a DC
Okay.
one.
Okay.
And she's basically the half of her is a demon, and the other half is like a human. But like the demon part is like this other extra dimensional like devil. So she's got powers, but she's also like struggling with that. So she's always like dark and has a big hood and like is always making these like hand gestures, and it's real creepy, but it's real cool at the same time. Yeah.
You know who would be terrifying to dance with would be Jean Grey.
Oh yeah, because she'd know everything that was happening before it happened.
Yeah. Either that or she'd just like set you on fire.
Yeah, exactly. That too. Or destroy your existence. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's flip it. Which Lindy Hoppers do you think would make the best superheroes?
I mean, honestly, Nick Williams for sure. Like,
I mean, obviously,
that motherfucker is so crazy. Like,
I mean, he's got Jitter Blast.
Yeah, I mean, bring a towel, right? So, like, the thing is he's got the determination to do whatever he sets his mind to, and that is something to really aspire to. Like, he has a work ethic that is like unstoppable. So I feel like he would be one of the ones that like he could make, if he ever decided like, I'm gonna fight crime, I'm gonna be a superhero. He'd find a way to do it.
He's like a classic Hollywood all-American kind of superhero.
Oh, for sure. Like in the sense of comic books, he would probably be a golden age. Yeah. Maybe silver age, but it would be the golden age probably.
I also feel like Laura Glace would be a really good superhero. Like, I feel like she would spit balls of fire from her hands or something.
Yeah.
And she would be like bendy and do like ninja moves and high kicks and
yeah. She's another one that like somehow like her boundless amount of energy just would equate into like having some kind of superpower and knowing how to use it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, she wouldn't go through that awkward stage of like, oops, I set my vanity on fire or whatever. No, it's like I know exactly how to use this, everybody. Everything's fine. I think Jonathan Stout.
Oh.
Jonathan Stout would be a little bit of Professor X style, you know, like he would be
totally.
He would be like the mentor type.
The wise old mentor.
Yeah, along with that same lines would be like Michael Gamble would be like that. Like they would have superpowers. They would have superpowers, but they would be like in the mentor state, like kind of hanging back because like they lead the bands, you know. So like they know how to send their troops into the battlefield.
Yeah. I also feel like there would be like a young, sweet, unassuming kind of superhero who would like totally kick ass.
Who would that be?
I don't know, but I feel like it's someone out there.
Fucking Lainey Silver.
Yes.
Lainey Silver
would be a good one.
Would probably be Shadowcat. That's a mutant. That's X-Men.
Yes.
And her power is basically just to phase through things, but she's always got like a happy kind of demeanor about life in general. And so Lainey Silver, done.
Okay, if you were a superhero, what would your powers be?
Oh man. I mean, I've often thought this like many times. But I think I don't know. It goes back and forth between either flying,
obviously,
right? Because that way, you know, I could go to a gig and I'd be like, "Don't worry about the flight ticket. I'll be there in 2 hours."
I got this one.
Yeah, and or immortality.
Oh man, see, I don't know if I could do immortality. It would become so lonely after a couple hundred years.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. But like, I all this time of like flying by myself and like traveling by myself, I feel like I can do it.
But just think, okay. But just think about all the relationships that you have now, or like all the times your heart has been broken, or all the hardships you've gone through. Think about doing that over and over again for hundreds of years. Like you would carry so much baggage with you.
And then I would use that in my dancing and my superheroing. And
you would
I would
probably end up being the best Lindy Hopper of all time because you would be the only one who is still alive after all that time.
I remember Frankie. Who's Frankie? What? Okay, whatever. Yeah. I think. What about you? What would be your superpower?
I like the idea of teleportation.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I also like the idea of invisibility.
Oh.
I know.
Why the invisibility?
I don't know. It just
you feel like being a little sneaky and having nobody see you.
I like being sneaky.
Oh, you know what? Oh, no, that is perfect. You know what? That fits your description. So like every time we've worked together,
Yeah.
how are you on Sunday when you come in to work with me?
Quiet.
Always quiet.
Quiet.
With the hood up. The hood up on your hoodie, and you're just like.
But that's
and you're
mostly
just, like,
because
hidden
I'm
in
like
there.
tired and a little grouchy.
Yeah, but that's where the invisibility works. It's like, don't look at me. I'm not here. Just
That's
give
true.
me a task
I mean,
and I'll do it.
And when I like walk around the city by myself, I do feel like I act that way a lot. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to people, or if I'm like on the subway and it's crowded, I don't want to like have to ask people to step aside so I can squeeze through them to get off. Like I just want to like squeeze through and get off.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
could
to
see
anybody.
that. I could see that for sure. That's a good one. So let's see. In the idea of being a Lindy Hopper and a superhero, I think one of the best from Lindy Hopper to superhero would be Frankie.
Aww.
I mean, I'm not just saying that to be like to get the Oz, but like really it does. Like he was such a good man. Such an innovative dancer. And he even brought forth the idea that everybody and gave us all hope that everybody could dance. All the ideals we hope a superhero could bring to us lonely mortals. FaceTime high five.
Oh man.
But yeah. So I think with that we'll bring it to an end. Oh no, Rachel, what is your bright side?
Oh my
I
gosh.
almost forgot again.
Man, my bright side is just knowing that, you know, no matter what, I always have the Lindy Hop community to turn to.
Yeah.
It has gotten me through some really hard times, and there might be really hard times ahead, but I know that the community will still be there for me to have an outlet to. And that's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's something that is stable in my life. And I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah. That is fucking beautiful. Like completely. I love that. I love that one so much. I think my bright side, even though it didn't happen, but in my lifetime, in our lifetime, we got to see the first African American president.
Totally.
And we got to almost see the first woman president. And
she might come. And she might
come back, man. She might come back. Or if not, like another person inspired by that, another woman inspired by. I don't think
Hillary will run again, but I think someone else will come.
And I think that's my bright side, is that knowing that in this life, like there's gonna be a lot of haters out there. I mean, to put it very, very, very basic, there's gonna be a lot of haters out there. But fuck the haters.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. We're gonna do what we want, and as long as we have like the best intentions possible, then I think nothing will stop us.
Yeah, for sure. High five to that.
All right, everybody. You can catch us on iTunes and SoundCloud. Please leave us a message or a question on our Facebook page, The Brightside with Mikey and Rachel. So I'm Mikey saying bye, guys.
I'm Rachel waving goodbye to you, even though you can't see me.
But she's doing it, guys. She's doing it.
She's
waving.
Doing it.
Waving.
It's
She is
right
waving.
now.
She's gonna keep waving.
You
now
didn't
wave
think
like the
I
queen.
was capable of doing it, but
Wave. Now she's waving like the queen. Now wave like a little child. There you go. All right, guys. Stay safe out there. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.